A shot blocked in front, rebound, back up top and out of the zone. Figueres couldn't keep it in. And Ashton collects at the Cornell line change for the U.S. as Major carries over. Down the wall, Charlie Major back looking for Castagna, broken up Francisco. Gets that one to the center zone. Plant steers it looking for Stewart. Major breaks it up. Back into the U.S. end, icing waved off as Bogus works this one over to Francisco. Well, Tony, the U.S. team, as we have a 3-on-2 coming for the U.S. team. A little bit of jump here to start. Centering feed and a goal! The finish by Plant. And the U.S. team, exactly what they're looking for. A lead early, it's 1-0.
Yeah, nice job by the U.S. team getting up ice. Had numbers on the Big Red as they came through the neutral zone. Ended up being a 4-on-2. Cornell getting caught on the forecheck. Three guys ended up deep in the zone, and this is a team.
Other referee tonight, linesman John Waleski and Anthony Perez. Lance pokes it out. Ashton. Pass to Major. Major, due to the absence of Walsh from last weekend's lineup, played a center position, tonight listed as a right wing. Something Casey Jones would like to see him as here as Castagna carries over in front for Major. Couldn't put it on net. Long reaching for it, couldn't get it, nor could Ashton. Figueres skates it down on the Cornell end. Mancuso on the forecheck for the U.S. team. A recent call-up from the U17 team. Major. High slot, nifty move in front. Score! Devlin with the goal for Cornell as the Big Red tied up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, heads-up play by Charlie Major as he comes into the zone, cutting across the top of the circles. Looks like he was going to...
Walsh across. U18 got a piece as it comes out of the zone. Kraft slipped, he gets back up and finds the puck to Walsh for the one-timer. Score! Ryan Walsh!
Team Rochester coming through on that. Kraft to Walsh for a one-timer, he just buries it. Beautiful shot and a heads-up play by Kraft after falling down, but staying with it, finding the puck and finding the open teammate.
The Cornell captain gives the Big Red the lead 2-1. As Cornell has put up the last 8 shots here in this game, taking a 2-1 lead. And Noling's had a solid period for Cornell, but boy, that was a rocket from Ryan Walsh.
Wasn't a lot of chance on that. Walsh on the back door all alone, nobody on him, and he got all of that.
Here's Ashton. Sends in Walsh again. Wrister goes wide. Kraft looking to take it off the wall. Tip free, and now a 2-on-1 developing for the U.S. team. Coming across, centering feed and a goal. The finish. A terrific rush. And getting the goal for the U.S. team is actually somebody who's made his mark defensively as a forward for the U.S. team. And that would be A.J. Garcia. Lance continues to do the work along with Plant in the corner. And finally, the Big Red able to poke it loose. Arsenault gets that one out. Wallace to Arsenault, the freshman in the corner. Stewart bumps him up behind the cage. Walsh going after the puck. Martinuk's on him. Walsh tries to fend him off. Back up top, Ashton. It's deflected and Plant intercepts. Plant comes across along with Stewart, and Ashton knocks Stewart off the puck as Walsh on the backhand sends it up, but not out. Plant able to keep it in only for a moment. Figueres swings it to Kraft at center. The Big Red with numbers. Kraft back to Walsh, over to Kraft. Kraft nifty move, backhand chance, score! Jake Kraft twirls that stick as if he just pulled off a magic trick, and he gives Cornell a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, nice finish by Kraft on the backhand, but a nice, again, give and go between Walsh and Kraft coming in 3-on-2 into the zone. Cornell had numbers and able to capitalize on it.
Through the screen again, and Noling with the stop to Julian after it along with Long, who gets there first. To Julian glided behind him, trying to give him an outlet. Long goes around the end wall up to Stanley. DeSantis swings this one long, looking to go in front. Another block this time by Bogus, who took some stick work by Long when he was down on the ice. Keppel has it for the Big Red. 53 seconds left on the Big Red power play. Veilleux restarts. Nelson, lone forechecker, backs off as Major brings it into the neutral zone. Here's Castagna, who carries over back for Major, gets a step, puts on the shot, score! Charlie Major on the power play, and Cornell now on top 4-2.
Yeah, great job coming into the zone. Castagna attacking the U.S. defenders, drawing them to him, and making a nice little dish to Charlie Major, who was breaking between the two defenders, found a seam, came in 1-0 on the goaltend.
Stanley, some good puck movement for the Big Red. Long lets it go. Walsh picks it up. Back up top. Veilleux shot deflected off the stick of Mancuso. Kraft couldn't come out with it between a pair of blue sweaters. It comes out into the neutral zone. Ryan and Stanley both wave at it. Kraft controls, but didn't connect with the defenseman in his own end. It is Keppel who plays it, leaves it for Veilleux. Keppel is yet to see a shot since coming in relief of Cornwall. Again, a planned rotation here tonight as Ryan puts on the shot and scores! Ryan hits a pipe along the way, but off the metal and into the net. And Cornell now on top 5-2.
Yeah, nice forward check by Jacob Kraft there. Saw Ryan just behind him. Nice little touch pass. Ryan fired it towards the front of the net off the post in the back of the goaltender to find its way in. And
Francisco off to Notre Dame next year. Here's Mutrin, who's going to Boston College, gets the centering feed in front. Francisco picks it up, and that one blocked by the sliding Castagna. Here is Long through center. Long with Castagna. Castagna picks it up. Pass broken up between the circles. Nelson reaching, looking to go in on a break. Instead, Keppel on the backhand gives it to Stanley with 8 seconds to go. Stanley bumping along the corner. Barnett, last second feed in front, and Nelson the goal, but does it count? Waved off. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a review.
Yeah, we'll definitely get a review on this one as the officials come together at center ice to talk about it. Looks like we're going to get a replay here.
No, we don't see the clock on the replay, unfortunately. It's a
situational opportunity for video and practice, 6-on-5 opportunity for Team USA, and Cornell looking at something that they do in practice, but being able to test it out and see how it goes in live action.
Castagna and Nelson will do it again, although we have the officials heading off to the scorer's table. And off the draw, Castagna wins it. Stanley after it, and he gets tangled along with Zajic. They head to the rocks. Chance and a goal off the wall. The finish by Glantz. And it's a 1-goal game with 25.1 seconds left to go.
And nice job by Glantz. Just ripped it. I think he might have hit off the post and in, but kind of a tough angle shot. Just fired it in.